Huh.
Hello there. Tonight I'm revisiting a shaving cream that was sent to me from Canada. It's called GADA. Now this was sent to me by Jemay Abbott. I did a video on this shave cream, and I think it was my 5 classic soaps. And I know that this is a classic soap or cream in Canada, and I believe in Europe, places like that. And it's not heard of a lot in the United States. I can find a few threads on it in a couple different forms, but most people don't, most guys here don't know this cream. And I gave a really positive review because it's a really good cream. And I mentioned it was, in my top 5. And Valdi Cigars and Razors, a transplanted Canadian. He said, yeah, basically I know that's one of my favorite creams, and I said, well, I wish I could find a distributor here in the United States, because nobody carries it. And he said, well, I'm in Canada, I'll send you a couple of tubes. Now he has sent me the chamomile, the original formula, which has a chamomile type scent to it. Very pleasant scent, very mild scent, nothing offensive in it at all, nothing really bold, but it's just a really nice, clean, smooth scent. And we're going to shave with this. I'm going to use my old type. This was given to me by Stephen West off the Frugal Wet Shaver. And it's loaded with a Wilkinson sword. This is the English or German, not the Indian version. It's one of, I believe, the old ones that I shaved with 30, 40 years ago were made in England. I believe these are made in Germany, but don't quote me, maybe the other way around. Anyway, I'm using that, and I'm using my Ever-Ready 500 PVT with an 18 millimeter finest F2 knot from the Golden Nib. And I'd like to make an appeal, if I could, to Casey Maggard or Phil at Bull Goose or anybody, somebody, find this cream and sell it. It's made by Rican, R-I-K-A-N, International, if that helps. But I know that this is an inexpensive cream, and it may be that inexpensive creams, you don't have that wide of a margin of profit on them, stuff like that. I don't know. I just know that this is one of the best creams that I've ever used. I'd put it up there with Spike. I mean, it's just a wonderfully slick, wonderfully protecting. You get a really nice thick lather out of it. It handles water really, really well. It's just lovely in every way. And I really wish that American distributors would get this, find this, and offer it. I did a shave video last night with this. I got it yesterday, and I wanted to immediately do a video on it because the stuff is that good, to me at least. And for some reason last night I could not speak for anything to save my life, so I basically shot video, and it was no good. So tonight is a do-over. It happens from time to time. It's got a lovely scent to it. It's nice and slick. It's really easy to lather. Now this blade, when I first started using this new Wilkinson sword, like I said, I used the old version in the 70s, and it was outstanding. And when I first started using this blade, I thought, oh, what a horrible blade. It was dull. Kind of draggy on my face. But I was using it in text and in my super speed. And then one day, I popped this blade into my long comb new, and it came alive. It's an absolutely, completely different blade, and a bit more of an aggressive razor. I don't know what it would do in a really, really aggressive razor, but I know that in my long comb new, in this old type, in my slim, cranked up on about 6, 7, or even 9, it's an incredibly wonderful blade. Works really well. This is the 3rd shave on it. And it's not anywhere near going dull yet. Now, I would almost guarantee you, if I put this in my slim set on about 4, or in one of my super speeds or one of my texts, I'd be hating life right now. I don't understand, because there are other blades that I can use, and they do all right in pretty much any razor that I have. And then there are other razor blades that, like mild shavers, you know. It's funny, they're funny that way, you know. And the thing about it is somebody else that's probably watching this video right now will have the complete opposite experience with the same blade. touch-up. So, I mean, and I've said it before, I'm not an expert in anything, certainly not an authority on wet shaving or anything of the sort. This is what works for me and my observation. So take anything that I say with a big fat grain of salt, because your mileage may and probably will vary. But that's my experience with this blade. And what I'm doing, I haven't pulled up until this touch-up pass, and what I'm doing is I'm just pulling this area here that I have trouble with. I'm pulling it up so I can get a nice shot at it with the what most people would call across the grain, but for me that direction, this way on this side and this way on that side, that's the way it is on my vase. That's against the grain for me. Got a bit of a nick right there. I have to take care of that. Lovely. All right. Cold towel. Just because it, to me, it helps with irritation. Not that I'm got very much. There's a little, but I always get a little bit. A little bit of irritation with a DE always. It's just the nature of it. The only thing that I don't get irritation from when I shave is a straight. And you might say, well, why don't you use a straight all the time? Well, there are physical reasons. Sometimes my hands tremor, but also I like all this other stuff. So, all right, I found that this goes really, really well with this original formula GADA. And the thing of it is, with this aftershave, with Brute, a tiny little bit goes a long, long way. So, but anyway, that's the shave. Once again, Casey Maggard, Phil from Bull Goose, anybody, Joe from Italian Barber, anybody, somebody stock this cream. If you've got friends in Canada, you're a lucky person if you can get a hold of this. All right. Valdi, thank you so much for sending me this cream. I absolutely adore this cream. It's wonderful stuff. All right. God bless you all. And thank you for watching.
Huh.